Hi, I'm Teresa Frosini.
And I'm Kyle Noonan, and this is Local Fare.
Eating out at a restaurant is truly a cultural staple in Dallas-Fort Worth. We love to go out to eat, but with so many choices and so many places, how do you decide where to go? Well, this program will give you some ideas. We'll discuss 3 DFW area eateries and hear the dish on what they all are about.
And we do it by letting you in on the conversation, discussing what 3 ordinary diners thought about their experiences at their favorite places. No professional restaurant critics here, just ordinary people like you and me. We've got a really varied lineup of food on the menu tonight, so let's see what's cooking this week right here on Local Fare. All right, so we're here at Bowl & Barrel, which of course is one of my personal favorite spots, where 15 state-of-the-art bowling lanes cozy up to a unique restaurant and bar. And it's the perfect place for our reviewers to get together and talk about this week's restaurants. Here's Teresa with this week's guests.
Okay, so this week we've brought in 3 people from the DFW area who suggested their favorite restaurant for the other 2 to go for a visit, come back, and tell us what they think. Our guests this week are Derek Taylor, a real estate attorney from Dallas, and suggested Libertine. Natalia Cordry is a sales engineer from Dallas. Her favorite restaurant is Kotta Sushi. And Ton Harrison is a geological technician from Fort Worth who wanted the rest of the group to try Nonatada.
So we'll start this week at a casual pub that has taken bar food to a whole new level.
Hey, I'm Roseanne DeLeo, head chef of the Libertine Bar. We're located 2101 Greenville Avenue. The Libertine is in the spectrum of gastropub. In-house, we say higher-end bar food. You can come here for an anniversary dinner or a birthday party in heels and a dress, and then the next day you can come to brunch in your pajamas. So I think that fits with the food is that, you know, if you just want a light snack, you can get mac and cheese and hog wings. But if you want dinner, you can get the chef's special. We really like to keep it seasonal. In the summer, we do a lot of light salads with fish. Now coming into the winter, we're doing a lot of like root vegetable and potato and working with our local farmers just to see what's good, our local meat purveyors. We also do vegan items. There's a little bit of something for everybody. Our bar program was one of the first in Dallas to really start exploring classic cocktails. Our bar manager does a great job as well as our GM. We work really closely with the breweries, especially when we're doing our beer dinners and stuff like that. It's just the kind of place you want to share with others.
Okay, Derek, Libertine was your choice for the rest of the group to go try. What makes that your favorite?
You know, the Libertine's a place where you feel comfortable. It's a casual sort of bar, that iconic tavern feeling that you get. And you can go there and have a casual, comfortable meal, and it's really the consistency that delivers for me. You know that you'll go there and you'll have a great meal. The food is excellent, even though you're in a bar setting. It's really the food that sets this place apart from any other bar in town.
So it's not like bar food that you're going to get. What are some of the things on the menu or some of the things you like to get when you're there?
Yeah, one of my favorite things is actually an appetizer. It's called the hog wings. And they are, yeah, it's kind of funny. But
For the chicken wings, never
yeah,
hog wings.
Right, yeah, these are hog wings. So it's a pork shank, and it's prepared kind of like a buffalo wing, and so it's just right amount of heat, and you have a blue cheese dip with that, and that's an excellent appetizer to really get you going for the rest of the meal.
Wonderful. Now, is this a place that you frequent a lot that you'll go into? Is it like a regular hangout or a date place? What is this like?
You know, I go quite a bit, and you go for different events. They do a lot of different things there. So Tuesday nights is half-price food night, so if the secret's not out, it is now.
That's a great deal then, yeah.
And so we go a lot on Tuesday nights, and then also they have other events. So they do beer dinners once a month where they'll pair different beers with 4 or 5 different courses throughout the meal, which is a neat thing that they do. And they also have Texas craft beer night where they'll offer their Texas beers at a lower price. Yeah, so they do a lot of things to kind of keep you coming in, and so I go regularly.
Now, Ton, had you ever gone to Libertine before?
No, I had not. I just went with some of my girlfriends, and we tried a couple of different things. We tried the salmon, and it was enough for all of us to have a little taste, and we loved it. It was really good. I had the steak sandwich, and then we all split the bread pudding, which was amazing. It was really good. I want to try the hog wings now.
Yeah, the hog wings are great.
How about for you? What did you have, Natalia, when you were there?
So I actually had the smoked salmon as an appetizer. We also shared it, and then after that I had the ahi tuna sandwich, which was really good.
Now, I love ahi tuna. I've never had it as a sandwich, though. That seems a little different.
Yes, it is a little bit different, but I think they have the right spices on it. So it gives the little extra you need in a sandwich, but it doesn't make it too much.
How would you guys describe the atmosphere?
So it is very casual, and it looks like a bar. It doesn't look like a formal restaurant, and I actually sat outside with my friends, and it has the tables and the chairs are very high. So make sure you wear pants.
Got it.
I'm very short and I had issues getting on the seat.
So is it a casual place that you're going to go to? Is this not necessarily a fancy date night you're going to go on an anniversary or anything? Just more hanging out?
Yeah, this is a casual place, but it's the kind of place you can go to no matter what you've been doing. Yeah. Take friends. No matter what you've been doing earlier in the day, you could stop in even wearing a baseball cap or whatever and have a great meal and have some good beers or good wine or cocktails, whatever you're looking for.
Do they have any specialty cocktails there that anybody tried? Or
They do. I know they have infused cocktails there, so they infuse their own vodkas and liquors there and make cocktails out of that. So that's a pretty nice touch.
Nice, nice. Now, is this a place that you would go back to again? I know that you're in Fort Worth, but I mean, would you go back to Libertine again?
I would definitely go back. I want to try the hog wings, and it was a great location, and I think it's in such a good area that you can just get up from dinner and kind of continue to walk along the streets and go to different places, maybe play some pool and do a lot of different things.
Nice. Any downside that anybody had for it?
Well, the only thing I had is we sat outside and there were people smoking on the tables next to you.
Gotcha.
So if you don't like people smoking while you're eating, you should
probably go
sit inside. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. How would you rate this? Let's rate this on a scale of 1 to 5. How would you rate it?
I think it's a really good concept. I will rate it as a 4.
Okay, excellent. I know, Derek, this was your choice, so.
I can be a little partial to it, but
sure.
You know, I'd say that this is a solid 4.5. The consistency you're going to get here delivers every time for me.
Okay,
so.
Great. Tom?
I would give it a 4 simply because of the smoking outside. There were some gentlemen sitting beside me that had a cigar, and I'm not a big cigar fan, so.
Gotcha.
That would be my own, but the food was fabulous.
Food was worth it. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Derek, for the recommendation. When we come back, we'll travel up to Frisco to sample the sushi at a place that claims to have the freshest fish in town. Guaranteed. We'll be right back.
We only bring the top rate fresh fish from all over the world, and there's no compromise.
If you're looking for a truly unique entertainment experience, look no further than Bowl & Barrel, Dallas' only modern American restaurant and tavern complete with 15 state-of-the-art bowling lanes. Whether it's a casual date, a private party, or a corporate event, Bowl & Barrel is a great way to spend an afternoon or evening and the place everyone will be talking about the next day. Great food, great drinks, and great bowling. What are you waiting for? Let's roll. Bowl & Barrel, 8084 Park Lane, Dallas.
Welcome back to Local Fare, where we take 3 regular DFW restaurant goers, have them suggest their favorite restaurants, and then have the other 2 go for a visit. Then they all come back and tell us what they think. Natalia Cordry says Kotta Sushi is a great place for family, friends, or even a date. And with signature items like the Guns N' Roses roll, you know it rocks.
Hi, I'm Kenneth Kim. I'm the owner of the Kotta Sushi and Lounge. We're in Frisco. Welcome to Kotta. Kotta is the neighborhood Japanese family restaurant. We serve only the top grade, fresh fish from all over the world, of course from Japan as well. We bring a lot of special fishes that a lot of the restaurants don't carry. We have very good selection of imported wine, domestic wine, beers. We also have a very good selection of the sake. We have about 15 different kinds of sake. It's very live, mostly 30s and 40s. We do have a young crowd as well, a lot of professional, a lot of families. But we do have some elderly people as well who appreciate good quality sushi. The people work here, they love what they do. Once customers have been here first time, the chances are they will come back. Please come and try. I hope you like it.
Okay, Natalia, let's talk sushi. Tell me about Kotta Sushi. Talk about that.
So the reason why I found this place, it's very close to my office, and we go out for lunch pretty much every day. We started going there with a girlfriend, and every time I've been there, they're just so consistent. The food is always great, the sushi is fresh, and every single thing I've tried, it's been wonderful.
Now, are there other things that they have besides sushi? Like, do they do sashimi, and do they do other items as well? If you're not a sushi fan,
They do, but I don't.
you've never had. You're like, but why would you have them?
Why? The fish is so fresh that
Perfect.
I've never had anything other than sushi or sashimi or.
Perfect. All right, now you're like, but why? I love it. Derek, tell me about your experience when you went to Kotta.
I had a great experience. In arriving there, it's in sort of an upscale strip mall, if you will,
Okay.
but a really nice area of Frisco, it appears. And we went in, and I went in with my brother and with my wife, and we had the Kotta calamari to begin, which was, I think, lightly breaded in sort of a panko and flash fried, and that was great. Really, really nice appetizer. And then they have various lunch specials that they were offering. So we actually had, I think it's called the sushi regular.
Natalia's like, I go every day. I didn't know there's specials.
I didn't know they had calamari.
Yeah, it was great, and they had. So we had a sushi regular where you get chef's choice of a bunch of different sushi, and you also get your choice of a roll, a sushi roll. So you got a lot of variety, and it was a really great deal too on the price.
How crowded was it in there? I mean, do you have to wait when you go at lunchtime?
Not
or
when
can
I
you get in
went,
pretty
and
quickly?
I went sort of later in the day, maybe around 2 o'clock on a Saturday, and so there were not very crowded at that time, but we were able to get right in and get out, and the service was great. So we were the prime table at that time. I think there were only a couple other people in the restaurant, so we got great service and
Excellent.
great experience.
Excellent. Ton, did you find the same? Did you have the same great experience
It
there?
was great. I went with a girlfriend on a Wednesday night, and we were unaware that there were so many specials, but our waiter was great and said, you know, these are on specials, and he suggested the Mardi Gras roll, which was fabulous. I'm not sure really what all was in it, but it was really good. And we had the Volcano, which is a whole bunch of California rolls with a whole bunch of stuff that looks like it's overflowing. I don't know exactly what all's in it.
Were they spicy?
It
The
was
Mardi
a
Gras
little,
roll and the
it
volcano
had
did a little
just
bit
enough
spice to it?
spice, not so much that your face is on fire.
Okay.
It was amazing. It was really good, and they had every glass of wine was $2 off. So of course you drink just you know.
Excited.
Yeah.
I missed that
remember that
special.
special, right.
You did going on Wednesday night. So it was really good, and we had a really good time. It was not so packed. I mean, there were a lot of people at the tables, and there was a young lady that had a birthday party right next to us. So it was a lot of fun to watch them. But we had a great time. The food was amazing. The waiter suggested really, really good things, and
They know, and they've tried everything on the menu. So they can guide you really well.
Yes.
And that's what you want when you go in, because otherwise you
Yeah.
order, especially with sushi, you can get the same thing over and over
Right.
again. So someone
And we tried something new that I probably would have never tried had he not said, you know, you should really try this. So, good
Now,
choice.
Derek, you mentioned it's in a strip shopping center. What's the atmosphere like inside when you go in? Is it a real casual place? Is it a little upscale?
A little upscale. It's
Yeah,
a little nice.
it's a little, probably a little nicer than casual.
Okay.
And it's laid out really well. There's a bar when you first walk in to the left, and then they have a lot of tables where you can sit in a larger group. But then they also have a sushi bar, and I saw several people sitting at the sushi bar.
And if you're having a private party, they also have like a separate area where they can kind of close some curtains, and you have your own little space.
Excellent. All right, let's rate this one. Tom, let's start with you. On a scale from 1 to 5, how would you rate it?
I would give it a 4.75. It was really
It's up
good.
there, then.
It
It's
was up
really
there.
good,
It was really good.
Derek,
I
how about
enjoyed
for
it.
you?
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with this place, and I had never been before, and I'd call this a 4, a really high-rated 4, nice restaurant.
Excellent.
I'd go there several more times in the future and hope to.
And of course, that's the real test. Would you go back? Now,
Yeah.
obviously, Natalia goes at lunch. She's going to check on specials now, but how would you rate this one?
Of course, a 5. I've been there for the last year once a week, and I've never had a bad experience. I love it.
Perfect. Well, thanks for recommending it for us.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
When we come back, we'll visit a Fort Worth Italian restaurant that's tiny in size, but big on taste. Stay with us.
It's like if it's not coming from a family, it's coming from friends, you know, recipes, and even for desserts, it's the same thing.
If you're looking for a truly unique entertainment experience, look no further than Bowl and Barrel, Dallas' only modern American restaurant and tavern complete with 15 state-of-the-art bowling lanes. Whether it's a casual date, a private party, or a corporate event, Bull and Barrel is a great way to spend an afternoon or evening and the place everyone will be talking about the next day. Great food, great drinks, and great bowling. What are you waiting for? Let's roll. Bull and Barrel, 8084 Park Lane, Dallas.
Welcome back, guys. We have one more restaurant to discuss this week, and it was suggested by Ton Harrison, who says, at Nonatada, you might have to wait for only one of 5 tables, but your patience will pay off with some of the best Italian food on the west side of DFW.
I'm Donatella Trotti, and I'm the owner and the chef at Nonna Tata, a little Italian place on Magnolia on the south side in Fort Worth. The homemade pastas are probably one of my favorite things because it's very difficult to find anywhere else. Or something like a risotto, gnocchi, lasagna alla bolognese, involtini Mirella. Mirella is my mom's name, so whenever you see her name on a recipe, you should try that one. Italian cuisine is also changing every day. I pretty much do my recipes on the phone with my mom. We talk every day and we talk about food. It's very casual, very, very casual. We only have 6 tables inside. You can bring your own wine, and they are more than welcome to bring their glasses also, because otherwise, if they want mine, they have to buy them, and then they have to take them home. It's the closest you can get to Italy without getting on a plane.
All right, now we head to Fort Worth. Nonatada was your recommendation, Ton. Tell me why you like that restaurant.
I love this restaurant. It's a very small restaurant. It's kind of tucked in there and nice little area. It has maybe 5 tables in it.
Wow.
6 if you cram a few together. And everything is handmade. They make it while you're there or maybe just a few minutes before you get there. It's so fresh. It is so good. It's actual Italian food that you feel like you're sitting in an Italian mama's kitchen eating her dinner. It's just really, really good.
And is it that type, is it a casual type environment as well? Or is it
kind of casual, a little bit more on the fancy side? I would definitely go there on a date night, go there on a girlfriend's friend's night, and I would recommend it to everyone.
So, Derek, talk about your experience when you went. 5 tables, that has to be a little tough to get in, I would think.
Yeah, and it can be, but they accommodate and work with you, and they take your cell phone number down, so we were able to walk next door. There was a bar and have a drink while we waited. So that was nice, but I think it's definitely a date night, a great place for, maybe not if you have kids. I don't know that it'd be a great place if you brought kids, because it's just such a, I don't think I've ever seen children. Yeah, it's such an intimate, small environment that I just can't imagine trying to squeeze kids in there with you.
Sure.
But it's a great, I thought it was very charming. The atmosphere is very charming, and it does sort of remind you of this old world Italian experience, and really kind of being served in sort of a family environment, like the family's cooking for you and then bringing it to your table. It's a very neat
intimate
experience.
It sounds like.
Yeah.
What did you have to eat when you were there?
So we started and we had the calamari rings, which were great.
You love the calamari,
I love calamari. And these are not your deep fried breaded. These are the calamari rings that are prepared sort of in a pan with oil. They were excellent, great flavor there. My wife and I each had a Caesar salad, which was great. And because all Caesars can kind of be a Caesar salad, but this was better than just your ordinary Caesar salad. And then I had the carbonara, so a great pasta dish, and sort of the bacon and prepared with egg, and it's very rich. I remember everything we tried there is rich in flavor, very rich, and you can tell it's handmade and fresh, like you were mentioning.
Mm-hmm. How about for you, Natalia? I see your head going, yeah.
I had the veal with mushrooms and tortellini, and the pasta was so fresh. It doesn't feel like a box of pasta that they just throw, and no, you feel the difference, and it tastes amazing. The veal was incredible. I have no clue how they breaded it. It was kind of breaded, but not really breaded. It was just amazing.
Wow, wow. Now, did you have any drinks while you were there, or desserts, or appetizers, or
BYOB?
Oh, yes. Really? Well, that's a nice little perk as well. Yes. And then, is there a corking fee that you have to pay?
Nope.
Or
no, there wasn't.
No.
They provide you a glass. They'll cork it for you. happily pour it for you if you really, really want them to. Sure. But I mean, that makes it so much better because you get to bring your own bottle of wine of what you like, what you picked, and you can all just, and you can sit and drink it while you're waiting on your table to be ready. And
let's talk about waiting on your table, because with 5 tables, do you have to make reservations a long time in advance if you're looking for a weekend, or do you just?
I don't think they take reservations.
You just have to show up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But I love the fact they take your cell phone, and that way you don't have to wait right there. It sounds like there's probably not a big area to wait in.
Yeah, but there's a nice little bar next door, and you can sit in there. They'll call you, or you can sit outside and start on your wine.
That's what we did. We sat outside on a little table they have, and we literally started drinking our wine while we were waiting on our table, because the table belongs to the restaurant. It's not that you're in the middle of the street on a...
Gotcha. Yeah. So I support you for that. It's fun. All right, let's rate this one. 1 to 5. How would you rate?
I would give it a 4.5.
Okay.
It's a great food.
Derek?
I would give it a 4. I'd give it a 4. The only part that made me lower that score at all is just the weight. The fact that it's so small, but there's a reason it's small, and that helps keep that intimate feel we talked about.
Obviously, you recommended this.
I give it a 5.5. It's
5.5.
so good. I would go there every single day if I wasn't on a diet every day, because I have a tendency to eat. It's just so good you don't want to stop.
It's that special occasion, though. That's it. Thanks, Ton, for recommending that for us. Stay with us. When we come back, our restaurant expert, Kyle Noonan, and I will recap the 3 restaurants we discussed this week and tell you about next week's visits. Stay with us.
If you're looking for a truly unique entertainment experience, look no further than Bowl & Barrel, Dallas' only modern American restaurant and tavern complete with 15 state-of-the-art bowling lanes. Whether it's a casual date, a private party, or a corporate event, Bowl & Barrel is a great way to spend an afternoon or evening, and the place everyone will be talking about the next day. Great food, great drinks, and great bowling. What are you waiting for? Let's roll. Bowl & Barrel, 8084 Park Lane, Dallas.
All right, so Kyle, we talked about 3 different restaurants. We had Quaint Italian, only 5 tables, Libertine Bar, and then we also talked about in Frisco, Sushi. In Fort Worth, Nonatada with 5 tables. They all talked about the intimacy of the restaurant.
You know what it reminds me of? I have some family in the North End in Boston, true Italian immigrants, and every Sunday they do a big Italian family dinner where grandma cooks and all the women have all their sides, and the men come in and eat, and the kids are running around, and it's really an experience that they have on a weekly basis, and that's kind of the feel of Nonatada, with that small, intimate, almost like grandma's back there in the kitchen cooking.
I think the word you said, experience, really sums it up, because that's the feel I got from everybody, is that it almost felt like it was an experience that they were at, and that they all talked, that yes, the food was phenomenal and fresh, but they felt the love coming through in that experience.
Absolutely. And then a great experience at Libertine. I mean, that is a down and dirty pub, but then you order the food and you're like, wow, this is actually really good food. And
they talked about hog wings.
Yeah. If pigs could fly.
I know.
Right?
That was totally new for me.
All of our guests had great choices. Sushi in Frisco, Italian in Fort Worth, and good pub food and on Lower Greenville. It's awesome.
3 more great choices.
That's right.
Well, I'm going to go try them. Can't wait. All right, next week on Local Fare, we visit 3 more of Dallas-Fort Worth's hot spots for lunch and dinner, all suggested and reviewed by viewers just like you.
And if you would like to be a guest on Local Fare, visit our website at localfaredfw.com and click on Be a Guest Reviewer. That's all for this week. Thank you for joining us, and get out and enjoy your local fare. We'll see you next week.